Alrighty, episode 2 of building the ultimate theme park in Planet Coaster. In episode 1, we made the entrance and decorated it a little bit and made a ride going through the entrance. In this video, we are going to finish the decorating for the main entrance that we made. And I start off by extending our kind of like monorail kind of almost out. Just because I wanted a wall for now, and I was going to put some castle, but I didn't do that because I had a better idea that you'll see soon. I add some paths, and on these sides, I add some paths going kind of different directions than the main entrance, and these are going to the hotels that are in the theme park, and just two on each side. It's going to be kind of like a better one than the other. So I kind of just leave those there for now. Those are going to be in far future episodes. Anyways, though, after looking at seeing if I could put park entrances, I don't know how to do it. And so I just gave up on it because it took me a while to figure that out. If you guys can tell me in the comments how to do it, that'd be nice. Because it's really confusing. But we start on the decorations. Now, if you play Planet Coaster and you decorate, you know that the forest bush is like one of the best decoration pieces in the world because you can cover so much stuff up. And it doesn't look bad. Next, I add these flowers here. Now, for the flowers, I kind of just make patches of different kinds. I actually forgot to decorate the, put lamps in and lights. And so in episode 3, I'm going to do that. But it's going to be 2 seconds. Just adding the street lights in. Because I don't want to redo the whole thing, because it does take a while to copy and paste everything. I kind of just moved it over here, flipped it, and it looked okay. It looked nice. It didn't look bad. I don't know. You can kind of see that it's the exact same thing as the other side. But it's fine. It's good. I gotta fill this little corner up here, because I can't copy and paste that, because I connected it with the building, and I don't want to copy and paste the entrance again. Yeah, I know decorating is a little boring, but that's why I didn't do a lot. So I'm almost kind of done here with the decorating. And, this is the first episode on it. This is the first episode on episode 2, and we're going to be making a roller coaster. And I was thinking of making a sci-fi section. And so, when you go after the entrance, if you take a right, it goes right into the sci-fi section. And I started a roller coaster. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. You guys have put names in the comments. But it's almost like the top flow. It's basically the top flow dragster ride at Cedar Point. And I did it in memory because top flow dragster closed for the season. And it's very emotional, and I had to give it, we have to have it in our park. Yeah, right here, I kind of put a area overhanging the path, and I just kind of put some more plants, barrels up here. It was gonna be so that I could extend and actually have the monorail, like people could go in the monorail, but I just figured out now that I'm just not doing the monorail. It's gonna just be there for looks, and it's gonna be testing and moving, so you'll see it. Stuff. Oh yes, I put barrels, and I was like getting so mad because I couldn't put it up there, and I found out that's a park bin, and so you can only play it on paths, and it was really annoying because I sat there for so long, going like, why can't I put stupid barrel up here? But yeah, and then I was bored and I looked at that and big piece. But yeah, I kind of just, that's basically done with the decorating. See, I went in here to see if I could actually do it. I know there's not enough room, because you can't like turn it like that even, and so it's impossible. If you guys can tell me a way in the comments, that'd be nice, because like I don't know like what. But away from that, though, I started decorating the inside of the park entrance. Now, in the little red rope area that we made, I just put some plants. I thought about adding a fountain, but all the fountains, I'm pretty sure, are bigger than that area because they're like huge thing of fountains. No little fountains, so I just added some plants. Alrighty. Yes, so I added some hanging baskets on the entrances. You know, I don't know if it matches the theme, but I just put them there. I might get rid of them. Speaking in episode 1, I was talking about lights I couldn't find, and I still couldn't find them. I literally went, like, I can show you an image of the lights. I can't find them. I don't know where they went. So I'm just using these, and they work. They kind of fit the theme, I guess, and it looks okay in the end. Yep, so then I just put this on both sides to make it equal, and that's about it for this main entrance. I tried to add some more stuff, because I didn't want to leave that whole open little corner piece with nothing, but it's hard to find stuff. Yes, right after this video, episode 2 of the Mine Train ride is probably gonna come out about 30 minutes after this video came out. So you should definitely check that out. If you didn't see episode 1, it'll be in the link in the description, because you should see it. It's the same thing I'm doing with this, but instead of a theme park, it's just a roller coaster. Alrighty. Next was actually making the path go outside. Now, I sat here for a solid 5 minutes trying to figure out that I couldn't put a path there, and it made no sense. I know I got rid of the walls, the ground, and I still couldn't do it. And I don't know what I changed, but it somehow worked. I don't know what I changed, but it worked randomly. And so I was like, okay, I'll take it. Yeah, I think it's coming soon that you can see it. See, I even tried other areas and it just wouldn't let me. And then it worked. It made no sense. I think it was maybe because, like, I made the path bigger? I don't know. It's so confusing. But, I had to make room for the hotels, so I didn't go all the way out. Kind of just made a really big circle. And I might put, like, a lake in the middle. But yeah, I kind of just made a really large circle. And we're gonna see... Oh no, well, I'm just probably gonna put some, like, buildings around. One side is going to be the sci-fi section, like I said before. And one side is going to be a surprise. You guys will see that way later. So stay tuned for that. Because it's going to be really cool. It's probably going to be almost the best section in the park. That's why I'm putting it in the front. Alrighty, so here's where we actually make our first coaster. Now, I couldn't decide what one to do, but this is when I found out to do the Torque launch to make Top Thrill Dragster. Now, I started with I didn't fully do Top Thrill Dragster. I did Top Thrill Dragster, but I added on to it. And so I added just turns and stuff like that. And it took me forever to do this. So this is a really long coaster building part of the video. Because right now you're seeing this at the about 10-minute, 15-second mark. And this kind of goes the rest of the video. But I made a little start area, and it's a sci-fi section. It's kind of just going to be like an alien base, and you are escaping it, and then you launch out, and you go right into the top hat that Top Thrill Dragster has. For this, I don't know why, but top hats are really weird to make in Planet Coaster. Because, like, it changes. The bank is now, like, the turn, and the turn is the bank. So it kind of, like, swaps, and it's really weird. And I kept running out of room with the park border. And it was really annoying, and I just found out later that I could move the whole station, like, really far away, and just make the coaster and move it back. So then I could see. I didn't have to, like, yeah, it was just easier to make a roller coaster without limits. Yeah, so you can see when it comes down, I couldn't build there. And I kept trying new ways to do it, but eventually I just moved the whole station. Oh yes, while we're on the topic of Top Thrill Dragster, Cedar Point Amusement Park is opening in 61 days. It's almost time for theme parks to open back up. It's so exciting. I'm gonna go to Cedar Point, Kings Island. I don't even know how much roller coasters, but a lot of theme parks. It's super exciting. So close until the new season starts. But sadly, Top Thrill Dragster is not going to be there. Oh, it's so sad. I don't know what to. It's just, yeah. Alrighty, so you can see that after the whole drop, I didn't put any brakes because I just wanted to see if I just made a speed hill. That didn't work out. It kind of just went really fast over it, and there's so much speed, and I just kind of I don't want it to be a really tall roller coaster. I kind of want it to be a low to the ground, has one high point, and then everything is low to the ground, like in Intimidator 305. That just has a 300-foot drop, and everything else is super low to the ground. So I added brakes eventually, and then I found out after not adding this loop that I wanted to just have it non-inverted roller coaster, because it's kind of weird that, like, it would be an inverted coaster because it already has one special unique thing, and that's the top hat. And so I added brakes, and I shouldn't have added one. I probably should have added a lot more, and I did. And I really wanted to do that speed hill, but I skipped it. And my next thought was to kind of do this loop thing. But that was before I didn't want to do inverted, and then I found out that I don't want to do inverted. So, instead of one speed hill, I decided to make like 3. So it goes up, flat, and not the best idea that I've done. I delete it later because I don't like that. I just kind of I'm just having breaks, and it goes back up, and then comes back. See, it's kind of just in that top last part is really strong, kind of just whips right back up there. I wanted to have a turnaround, because I needed to stay away from the path, but still have it to where when you're on the path, you can see the coaster, and so you're like, wow, that's a cool coaster. I should ride that. Here's me again, trying to make it inverted. I don't know why I decided to do that. Just really wanted to invert. Oh yes, so I delete everything I did, and I put brakes. Now this time, I actually put them far. And so where you slow down, you're not going 8,000 miles per hour. Made it go up a little bit. Still have kind of an airtime hill. Which I'm pretty sure I just kind of delete everything I make in the next 2 minutes. Because I just think of something to do that's really easy. And I just do that. Well, as you guys just saw, Planet Coaster needs to fix their autocomplete. Cause like right there, that's not a real autocomplete. Like that's like the autocomplete needs to be realistic. Cause like that was not realistic at all. It just went right back into the station, going still 9,000 miles per hour. Like they need to add like, it comes with brakes and it has a catwalk and it actually is a realistic, just a realist, like that right there. That's not like what, it just goes right back in, like just down instantly. So I just decided not to do that. I'd kind of make a turnaround, and some brakes, and then go right into the station. So it's a really simple roller coaster. It's just top load dragster with 2 extra turns. So here's the POV, and yeah, I mean, it makes it over the hill at like a good angle. I mean, so kind of turns, and then it goes back into the station. Now the smoothing time, there wasn't really much smoothing. I kind of just did the turns and the drop, which is really the whole coaster, but there was probably the easiest simpling I've ever done for a roller coaster, because there wasn't a lot, and so it was super easy, nice, but yeah, it's basically the first roller coaster, and you see it right as you walk in. You see the big Top Thrill Dragster. I'm gonna even call it Top Thrill Dragster version 2. I mean, not like I'm saying Top Thrill Dragster getting replaced, so we could just honestly call it Top Thrill Dragster. Alright, that's the end of this episode of Building the Ultimate Theme Park. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. I know that every YouTuber says that, but it really does. It recommends it to more people. Next episode, we are going to expand the paths and decorate this roller coaster.